Welcome in, everyone. Today I'm going to give you 3 of my top stock picks for June of 2021. So all 3 of these stocks I've already started making positions in, and if they continue to fall lower, then I will buy more shares. I feel like with all these, I got in at super good prices. And so the first one we're going to talk about is Curiosity Stream. Now, I already made a video going in depth on this one. If you want to watch that, you can see all the details. But Curiosity Stream is a leader in documentary streaming. So they specialize in having all different types of documentaries on their platform, as well as college lectures. So those are the 2 types of content they have. And I talked about in the other video that I would not be surprised if one of the big streaming players comes in and buys them, because the market cap is only about 700, 800 million. So they're not that big of a company, but they've been growing in popularity. Revenue is up big. The only problem is they're still not a profitable company. So that was a little bit of an issue. But Curiosity Stream, I got in at around $11, and the other day was at 15, and then I think today it was at 14. So, but anywhere around this $10 to $15 mark is all pretty fair pricing. So that one's pretty interesting. Number 2 is, I was also surprised. I think I got this next one about 2 weeks ago, and it's called SPLUNK. Okay, now SPLUNK is a data software company, and they're kind of like a Datadog or like a ServiceNow, some of these other like that. And the thing with SPLUNK was they reported their income was down. Their net income was down this year. And the reason for that was because they were transitioning to a cloud subscription service model instead of a upfront sell you the software for a one-time fee. So investors maybe took that the wrong way, because if you think about it long term, this is actually a beneficial thing for the company. And I think I started buying this stock at about $111, I want to say. And then today it was trading at about 135 or so. And I think yesterday news came out that a big firm was investing $1 billion into this company. The other thing I saw too was 2 days after I started buying SPLUNK, ARK Invest started buying SPLUNK too. So this is, I think it's trading in the 130s right now, but if you can get this around 120, 130, maybe 140, then those are all good deals for this stock. So because I think there's so much, the industry of data and software that, gives you observations for a business, that is super valuable going forward, and that is going to be more and more relevant. So even though there's tons of companies like Palantir and there's Salesforce, there's all these companies in that type of industry, there's lots of room for, there's lots of room for a lot of players to be in that space. So, but Splunk, they still have a good business model, and I'm thinking about doing if I end up keeping the stock long term, I will probably do a video going in depth on Splunk and just look at the financials, look at, compare them to their competitors and all that stuff. But Splunk is number 2. Number 3 is going to be TELEDOC Health. And this is another one that came down big. It was trading over $200 a share earlier this year. And now I started buying that one at about 148, I want to say around 150, somewhere around there. And today I think it's trading in the 160s, which the 160s is still a pretty fair valuation for this company. I did think though that for a company that loses money, a $30+ billion valuation for a company like this is kind of a lot, but it seems to be trading at this for a while, especially after the pandemic hit. They really got a lot of their future business pushed in, to 2020. So some investors saw that as a bad thing, and that's why the stock kind of fell, because they thought maybe there's no room for the stock to grow. But if you think about the future of, doctor's visits and medicine, TELEDOC is the leader in this space, and they have a why. It's not just one thing they do for their business model. They have multiple different services. So yes, if you think about the future of telemedicine and telehealth, then TELEDOC is a great one to have. And this is, I believe, ARK Invest. This is their second biggest position, I want to say. So that's another great sign. And TELEDOC Health, I would try to get this one at around 150, 160, maybe even 170, $180 a share, and hold this one probably for at least a couple of years, because this is more of a future, a play on the future towards medicine. But those are my 3 stocks for June 2021. Let me know which ones you're buying in the comments below.